Hi everyone, how's it going? Glad you all are with us. Where is everybody? I can't see your beautiful faces. All right, all right.
Hi everybody, how are you today?
Enoch, good to see you. James, I'm glad you're with us as well. Very great to see you all. We'll give it about a minute, and my man Yao. We'll give it about one more minute. We're about 2 minutes behind, but we'll give it one more minute. Everybody doing okay today? Everybody's looking good, feeling good, good. I'm sure most of the friends will be joining us soon. You know, we got a lot of different time zones, so it's always about the same this time. James, I'm glad to have you with us today. Tell us a little bit about you, James. What state are you from? Wait, James, you got to push the unmute button. We can't hear you.
Uh, you are hearing me now?
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm happy to be with you today. For some time I've been off. There's no net deciding, but the zeal to continue and the push to be with my friends has brought me here. So irrespective of any challenges, we must not give up. So I'm here to continue with you. Thank you very much.
Hi. Very good, James. We're glad to have you here with us. Very good.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so friends, we're going to go ahead and get started because, you know, we have 1 hour, and so we want to make sure that we get through everything. We're going to start with an excerpt from the Rabash. It is from What to Look For in the Assembly of Friends. I think it's really appropriate because this right here is an assembly of friends. We're all here together. And so it goes like this. With all the above, we can understand the matter of the assembly of friends. When they gather, what should they discuss? First, the goal must be clear to everyone. This gathering must yield the result of love of friends, that each of the friends will be awakened to love the other, which is called love of others. However, this is only a result. To beget this lovely offspring, actions must be taken to produce this love. L'chaim, friends.
L'chaim.
So now we are going to go to a short clip from our Richard and Johnny and Thuso. My man Thuso is here. Great. We are going to go through a short clip. Oh, wait a minute. We got more friends coming. Hold on. Let everybody get in and get settled. Richard and Johnny, did you get to hear the opening intention? It was a short one, so I don't know if you were. I'll read it again for you and for Fifi and also for Thuso. It's What to Look For in the Assembly of Friends. It's article number 30, 1987. With all the above, we can understand the matter of the assembly of friends. When they gather, what should they discuss? First, the goal must be clear to everyone. This gathering must yield the result of love of friends, that each of the friends will be awakened to love the other, which is called love of others. However, this is only a result. To beget this lovely offspring, actions must be taken to produce the love. L'chaim.
L'chaim.
And now from there, we're going to go into a short clip from our Rav, and then we'll come back and we'll start our workshop and we'll go from there.
Studying the wisdom of Kabbalah, really, it's a method of connecting people, and this is what's missing. Through the right connection between us, we influence both human society and the environment, nature, the still vegetative and animate levels in our world. Through our balanced relationships, we can balance the whole of nature that's below us. That's our only weapon and the right solution to come to the right kind of connection between us, to really be closer, more considerate. And the wisdom of Kabbalah explains how to do this. Unequivocally, we are controlled by the evil inclination, meaning our egos, which are burning in us, and we have to know how we find within nature a positive force to compensate for the negative force that's controlling us. And when these two forces are in balance, we'll come to the complete state. And then the world will be beautiful, and so will humanity, and we'll get to it for sure. But let's hope it doesn't happen in a difficult way.
Hi. So Rob's been talking a lot lately at some of these lessons. They've been very, very strong, especially the last parts of the lesson. He's been like zeroing in on the fact that we need to connect to keep the world in check, to keep from the blows hitting, to keep, he said this morning that there's a tsunami coming and he can feel it. He said that. And I was just thinking like, the only thing that he's always said, the only cure for anything is the connection with the friends, so we can reveal the Creator. That is, I guess, revealing the Creator is the end result, but the connection is where it comes from. Kind of like this article. I mean, love of friends is the end result, but the steps that it takes to get there, is the actions that it takes is the important part. Sorry for that. So I really think that this workshop question is going to be really important to us, because this is going to be, I'm just going to read the question. I'll be quiet. So friends, the question is, how do we come together and form a prayer that in the connection between us, the Creator will be revealed? And I think we will start today with Yao.
So Yao, the question's in the chat, if anyone's missed the question.
Yeah, we can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. Check your microphone. Really?
Am I okay? Okay? Johnny, am I okay?
Okay, you're okay, Yao, you're okay.
All right. Yeah, the question is, how do we form a prayer that in the connection between us, the Creator, will be revealed? The first and foremost issue is, what is a prayer? In our setup, we have defined prayer, which is not a repetition of words or things of that sort, and is naturally a communication with the Creator. And the Creator, as we know, is behind the friends. So in the connection with the friends, our collective prayer is to strengthen the friends, strengthen the new environment that we have created, that magnetic field of the Creator himself, because he created all nature from itself. So that is our collective prayer, to maintain the group, and we accept the friends as from the Creator. Lahain. Next. Okay, Johnny, coming.
Thank you, Yao. Yeah, this prayer is something that gets created only together in a group, connecting as one man with one heart. and we direct this prayer with our internal intention and desires that are completely aligned to the revelation of the Creator, so that He can bring us the vessels of bestowal and align us to love thy neighbor or love thy friend as thyself as the most important law. So we are here in Kabbalah, in these teachings, to grow this muscle of what a prayer is. And it's not done individually, and it's not done for the self. It's done with the group, for the friends, for the nations. L'chaim. James! So excited to see James here. James!
Very much, Johnny. Thank you. Is it turn to speak? Is
yes,
it my
please
turn?
speak, James. You're clear and loud. We can hear you. So wonderful to see you.
Okay. Thank you, my friends. Prayer is a deficiency, just as my friends have said, and a desire in our hearts. It's not usually what we utter by our lips, but it's an intention in our hearts. So if we can come together realizing the importance of the goal to reveal the Creator, then the only means to reveal Him is to come together as a group like this and connect. So we should always emphasize the importance of the goal, and the means to reach that goal is through our connection. So our prayer is, let God inspire us to come together, strengthen our desire to connect. Through that, we can attract the reforming light through which we can reach our goal. Lohaim, my friend.
Now, James, you'll choose someone else to go. Just pick someone who hasn't went yet.
So Enoch can go. Enoch.
Thank you, James. And thank you, everybody. Well, I think it's only through prayer and connection the Creator will be revealed. But how do we pray to make that possible? Praying is a very, very important thing to do. We really need to make a lot of effort to connect every point in the heart of every body, of every man and women in the groups, so that there is a full connection, and through that we generate the power of our vote, and the Creator will be revealed. I can say that for now. Lahaim. Richard, please.
Hi, thanks, Enoch. So what pops into my mind is how we form this environment every time we connect. It's like we form this little air bubble that gets filled with light, and that's the reforming light that comes down. So I think by getting together and coming together like this, we form a prayer anyway. As we make ourselves available to each other to connect and to show the Creator that that's what we want. I was just laughing when Yah had to speak and we couldn't hear him, and how the Creator sent that as an icebreaker, because then everybody had a smile on their faces, and then we could flow into the rest of the workshop, which was quite amazing. So, we get together as a group, we show that we intend to connect, and then the Creator's there. We just need to be aware as to the subtleties that He reveals Himself in. So yeah, L'chaim. Do so.
Chaim. Yeah, it's as Johnny was saying, it's all in the inner intention. When we all have the same intention, the same goal, like Rav always says, even if 10 thieves gather together, they are also praying to instill. So here we are doing even something much higher than that. When we are all having one prayer, one intention, as though this is the only thing that exists and there is nothing else in this world. And then we come to the point where we realize that we cannot do it by ourselves. We only depend on our friends, and only between us, that's where we reveal the Creator. Chaim. Jono.
Chaim Tuso. Yeah, Rav has been speaking a lot about this topic recently, and friends have asked a lot of these questions and in the morning class, and Rav is saying the answer, friends, is in developing the prayer, is developing the request to the upper force to take us from this world to the upper world. And it's a process, to transform people, a human's nature. We know it's completely impossible to be done in this world. It needs a third force, the upper force. And there's a process. There's a prayer before prayer, which is developing the lack for connection. We have to think about it. We have to digest it. We have to develop that internal striving within us, between us. And then we can start thinking about the actual prayer itself. So there's a process of preparation. We should be doing it before the morning class, to develop this lack within us, so we can come with the proper prayer to ask for the Creator to connect between us. And there's other things as well. We have to lower ourselves to the group and think only about the friends. So it's like the Kabbalah say, the Creator is a force, and we want to be in equivalence of form with this upper force. And through our efforts, through our striving, internal striving all the time, we develop this prayer. And this ultimately is all our work. Because if we develop the proper prayer and we do it together, as the friends were saying, not alone, then we're at the point where we can have some type of communication with the upper force, something above our body, something above the physical, force that overrides all, that governs all. So not easy, but we can definitely do it together. And for strong friends in Africa, I'm confident we can create this prayer together. Okay, so Fifi, please.
Thank you very much.
TV, I think your internet is choppy. We can't hear you.
No.
Fifi, if it's possible, if you can write it in. I think he logged out. Okay. When he comes back, if he can write it in, maybe one of us can read it for him also. I see Godfrey just got here. Godfrey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good, good. We were just.
I'm still in town. I'm on my way home.
Perfect.
So I don't know how best I can help. I with a very low battery. Yes, connect with my brother.
Take your time, Godfrey. We don't want you to go too fast. Just take it easy.
Okay. Yeah.
We glad.
I am far away from the far away far away from the office. I'm in the traffic in a center, and there's so much noise here. But I just tend to connect with my friends for the environment. So I'm doing all what I can to connect to hear the progress, the environment being created for the friends. So despite the challenges I have, the very low battery, I try to connect with the environment, with the great friends, with the wonderful work being done by all the friends. So big Lahaim to Anthony, Lahaim to Jono, Lahaim to Richard, and my brothers, both Fifi, Enoch, and all of you. I'm within you, and whatever has been discussed, even though I will not be able to participate fully with it, I'm within you, and I thank for the connection. Lahaim.
L'chaim, Gottfried.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
You know, I guess I'm the only person that hasn't went, so I'll say this. Godfrey came in right on time because it kind of reminded me of the last sentence of the opening intention where it said, to beget this lovely offspring, actions must be taken to produce the love. And, I mean, you see he's putting forth effort. Even though he's not at home, even though he's traveling, he's still reaching out to connect. Even Gert, I mean, you know, he's on listen only, but he's listening. And, you know, he's making the efforts. And I think that's the biggest thing. How to form a prayer and that in the connection between us, the Creator will be revealed. I think it's a prayer for annulment. I think it's a prayer for our friends. You know, it takes a minyan. It takes 10 to form a prayer, they say. And so when the friends are together and we actually are focused on the same intention, the same goal, everything is in the intention. I think that's a process of forming a prayer right there. And when I see my friends are with me and the great efforts that they put forth, it really, really makes me feel that that's a prayer. When we're together, when we're focused in the same direction, it's just like, I mean, for me, coming to the morning lesson is a prayer. You know, especially in the preparation time before the 15 minutes before the morning lesson starts, where we're trying to set the intention and get everybody in the right feel, the right mood. Kind of like Richard was saying, you know, we all started to laugh and then it kind of set the pace for the workshop. I mean, that's how the prayer starts. So that's my answer. I mean, I think that anytime that how to form that prayer, just make the effort. How to form it, just make the effort. Make the effort to be here. Make the effort to connect with the friends. Above everything else, above the corporeal disturbances, above whatever, just make that effort to connect. And I think in that point in time, we're already forming the prayer. So, L'chaim, everybody.
L'chaim. I just want to say something, if I could add to what Anthony said. It's just a feeling actually today. Also, such special friends that we're together, and it's so unique, this environment that we have, and we have the opportunity, and really you can feel the desire of all the friends to develop this prayer, and it's so special that we get this opportunity. We've gone through a full day of work and things that we had to deal with in this world. And then we come together and we just feel so full and complete and quiet inside. And that's the Creator working, you know, that He's given us opportunity to connect and to further develop our prayer and think about each other and work together. So thanks to the Creator for this really, really special chance to be with such great souls and friends.
Hi. So, friends, a couple things that we wanted to speak about. One, I'll just go ahead and check this off of my list, is the Mirror Congress. We got a letter that was in We got a letter that was in Sviva Tova. I mentioned it to you guys the other day. We got some more update information. Johnny, will you post just these links inside for the friends so they can have them? There's a link to Glebe.
An email address.
Email address. He just wrote that he wanted to know if anybody having a mirror. There's also the link to the Congress email. And I know I spoke about this on Sunday, but I just wanted to remind everybody because it's important. This Congress is going to be super duper amazing, super duper important, and we want everybody to have all the information possible to make it a success and really, really think about the friends in Europe. I wanted to speak about the friends in Europe. We can see now by looking at everything that Europe has gone through to make this Congress, we can see that it's difficult. We can see it's a struggle. A lot of the European friends are kind of like Africa. They're virtual. Europe is a wide, vast continent, so they're kind of all over the place. And there's been a lot of difficulties we've seen. And they've written into us and they've asked us for their support, for our thoughts. And it's very, very important that we pray for our friends there because this Congress is very, very special, not only because of the efforts, but more so because of where we are in the work at this point and where we are sitting. We listen to everything that Rav has been saying. We listen to all the things that have been going on in the world, and we can see that we're at a very, very crucial and a very, very special place in time. So let's focus on the friends in Europe. Let's think about them. And I was going to ask, because a few of the friends were making like some little short video clips and sending them in. I was going to see if you guys wanted to do it individually or if you even wanted to think about making like a short African clip that you could send in to kind of inspire the friends in Europe. It's not a real request from me. I'm just kind of putting it out there if you guys thought it would be a good idea. If you wanted to do it to kind of raise the friends up and inspire them a little bit, it is more than welcomed. Because as we can see, they had a hard time. They're still having a hard time, but it's getting better. This is what the Creator gives us, and it's truly a blessing from above. So I wanted to mention that to everybody.
As you said, the details has been posted.
Sweet.
Here.
Okay, and also Johnny just posted the details in regards to the Congress.
If friends, if anyone's going to be holding a Mirror Congress, they've been asked here that you send details about your Mirror Congress, and we want to promote it to all the friends in the world clear. So there's an email address, gleb.k.bogetsky@gmail.com, and I'll just put it in the chat. So please email Gleb if there's going to be a Mirror Congress in your countries, and send him details, and that will help promote it to all the world clear.
And also, did you put this one?
No, I haven't.
This right here is for the Congress, for the actual Congress.
So did you talk about that? And I'll put it in.
Okay, so yeah, Johnny's also going to post the one for the actual Congress. It'll have like schedules, updates. If anything changes, it'll be there. It's also for the registration, so you can kind of see how it goes. And it might be a good idea to actually I think for the African Congress that we're going to have, we can look at the Congresses that are coming up leading to that, take examples, and actually reach out to some of the people that are behind the scenes making this Congress happen, and actually get them to give us some insight and some 2 cents as we go further building up to the African Congress in Ghana. That'll be a really good deal. Usually, whenever, I know I've said this before, but usually when a Congress happens, we get people that have had experience with it from the U.S. I know Leo in the U.S. is really, really involved with the New Jersey Congress every year. We've got a few people here in Petah Tikva that are working with Congresses all over. Gilad, Shear, a few other people that you probably know are really involved in working in Congresses. So what we'll probably be doing is getting them to come and sit in with us probably in the next few weeks to talk about it. Now, of course, we know that this meeting here specifically will only last a little bit longer because we're going to have the African EC classes Mutlu is gonna want a few people like before. Before Godfrey volunteered, also Therese volunteered, Louisa volunteered to help out with the new students and also help moderate virtually. So we might want to ask a few people here to help out again. It would be great because a lot of the students will be coming from the African continent. So I don't know if we're gonna do the European with the Africans again. It's still up for not really for debate. It's just like a question they were asking to Judith. We're waiting to get a response back on that. So there's lots of things to be doing and a lot of work to be done. I'm happy about it. I'm really happy. Let's see here. So also, go ahead, Johnny.
Sorry, Anthony, it's so important if you guys can let us know the date that you guys are going to start this new EC Africa course. It's absolutely critical. We want 2 months in advance. The South African group is actually wanting to do some local dissemination within our areas to try and expand and, lift the Bnei Baruch Kabbalah in South Africa. So, that's to assist, that's the African Congress. So it's so important that we introduce that into part of our work of dissemination, that we are strongly heading ourselves towards. And I think after this Monday coming meeting, we want to share it with our Ghanaian friends so that they can also do that in their local areas. For the EC course and also for us to prepare ourselves well before the conference next year. So please, you guys can let us know a date and time so we can tie it down. We want to create a meet and greet for the South African friends to try, because we know that there's so many of them, and yet there's a few of us. So we're working together to try and make it with your help. L'chaim.
Hi. Perfecto. So,
Johnny, Anthony, I like you. Let me say a few words because I'm minutes. My power to run now. We are BBRK, we are going to have the Congress, and we are friends of form. We are getting everything prepared everywhere that will follow the Congress and then do the behind the scenes, get on with the behind the scenes information. We will personally call you, send you a mail, ask you all the things we might need, support we might need from you and from all the friends, to let people know. But basically, we are doing all what we can, put Mirror Congress in place. And definitely we will fill the forms and then let the friends confirm them by Wednesday or Thursday morning. Thursday at our meeting, we should be able to have everything well arranged. And then that we are participating in the Formula Congress to learn of all what it takes to have a wonderful thing. We have also some people we want to put them on the ECT class, and we are looking at connecting them with the American class for temporary. But we want to be sure during our meeting to know that otherwise they wait or we pay them locally. Basically, we have paid them locally, and they have joined the American EC, or we should go on. So we are going to have a meeting with you on Thursday to discuss about how to prepare those young groups we want to develop them for our activities. So there's much we are working on, putting dissemination effort. We are putting the full swing to prepare, get everybody involved in the what we have been working on. So we're sure that on Thursday there are so much we'll be able to discuss for now. Therefore, in the next few minutes, my brothers Fifi and Yao. Fifi might have an internet challenge because having it like me, but Yao will add up to any other thing that you might information you might need. Otherwise, we'll give you. We will try and give you full detail during Thursday meeting, and then Saturday meeting, and then Sunday, as we are preparing ourselves every day for the coming Italian Congress. We are fully in it, and we'll swim in it, and we'll learn a lot and make sure that good foundation has been attained for BB Africa. Lahai, good friends.
Lahai.
Lahai.
Fine. Now,
L'chaim.
Big Lahai. Yeah, I got the email that you sent me today. I looked over it. I have one problem. I can't speak French. So,
but you are the conduit that we have to use. So send it to wherever you want to send it, get the approval, and then at least she will start her online dissemination.
I will have an approval for you tomorrow, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward it, and I'm going to CC you on the email over to Terrence, and then and he'll be able to approve it, and we can be done. We can go from there. So I will make sure that I get that taken care of tonight. Actually, you'll see the email come through tonight, because I'm gonna send it over to him after we finish the course tonight. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. But the thing was with Thuso's book, it's like we were saying before. Since Africa is so big and vast, we wanted each region to tailor it to their own. So I'm pretty sure whatever you have there is 100% perfect. I'm very excited about it, and I think it'll be good. I think it'll be very, very good. So I'm not paying anybody attention. I'm looking down because I'm writing down everything everybody was saying. I'm writing down what Godfrey said. I wrote down what Johnny said. Johnny, in regards to the date, I know it'll be October, most likely the first week of October. I will nail Mutlu down. I was just trying to give him a little bit of time with his baby. He just had the baby the other day, and so I was trying to like kind of back off of him because I've been kind of hitting him. I've been hitting him hard lately. But I will speak with him definitely before the weekend. So by Sunday, I will have an answer for you. The last thing that I spoke with him about was he said that he gets back to Israel in September from the U.S. He's in the U.S. right now. That's where they had the baby in San Diego. So he's also 12-hour time difference behind us. No, wait. 10-hour time difference behind us. So I'll send him a message tonight and just try to nail him down to a date. I was also going to speak with him about, he wanted to speak with Judith. So if he hadn't spoke to her by now, then I will go ahead and I'll give her a call myself, or I'll ask Shimon to do it because Shimon is over all the coordinators, so he'll probably be the one to do it. But we'll have an answer for you and get this thing, get it rolling. I actually want to get it nailed down too. I want to get a date together too because I planned a vacation, so I need to make sure that I got somebody here to cover for me while I'm on vacation, or figure out if I'm going to be logging in virtually from overseas. I'm going to the U.S. for 2 weeks to visit my big kids. I got older grown-up kids over there, so I need to go see them. So I'll be leaving here November the 16th and back December the 2nd. So I wanted to make sure that you'll probably have Johnny. He's better looking than me anyway. So you'll probably have Johnny here with Mutlu for the EC while I'm gone. If not, maybe Chris. I don't know. But most likely it'll be Johnny here. You good, Johnny? See, Johnny's going to be here with Mutlu while I'm gone. So I got a replacement already. Whenever you got all the friends around, he feels pressure. You see that? So yeah, but we do need to get a date nailed down. So I'll do two things. I'll send him a WhatsApp, and I'll also send him an email. I know he checks his email pretty regularly. And then we'll go from there. Look at Reinar's pretty face. I'm always excited to see him. Very much so. Very much so. Very good, strong friend from a long, long time. We've had a lot of good times together. So, but yes, in regards to this, we will make sure that it happens. We'll get a date. We'll try to nail a date down and provide it for everybody on Sunday. Does anybody else have anything else that they want to share, they want to discuss, talk about? Let us have it.
Yeah, Tony, we are still working on the publication of the handbills. And I think by Thursday, I think we should be able to discuss with you into details the handbills and the flyers that we've decided. I wanted to know what you also have over there that you may send to support our work. Yes.
Perfect. We have some selected excerpts from two things that we can do. We had some flyers from when we were doing dissemination here in the local area. We can send you, I don't know, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I think personally, in regards to information and literature, we can provide you with quotes, we can provide you with short excerpts, we can provide you with things like that. I think when it comes to design, and I think when it comes to what literature, I think it would be best for you guys to decide what happens in your local area. I'll put it like this. I would feel more comfortable, and I think most of the coordinators, we spoke with Shimon about this also, if we provided you all with a lot of information, and then you went through it and kind of picked out what you think would be best for your local area. The reason that I'm saying that is because I can't tell him anything about Australia. I've never been there. I don't know the place. But he can't tell me about how to do things in Texas either, because that's where I'm from, 36 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for 2 now, so almost 40 years old, just whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I know my local area, I know my home, I know where I come from. He knows where he comes from. We all here together we all have points in the heart that brought us here. But when it goes to dissemination back to our original areas, I think it'd be best for you all to make that decision. If whatever you're doing in Ghana, I think it'd be best for maybe we provide you with the quotes, we provide you with some material, you go through it and you pick what's best for Ghana. Maybe it works different in South Africa. What works in Ghana might not work in South Africa, so the South African friends would need to meet on that. What works in South Africa might not work in Cameroon or in wherever else. So I think that from us, what we can do is provide you with a lot of information, clips, short, very passionate things that we think would get people's attention. But ultimately, we'll send it to you, and then it'll be up to you all to decide what you decide to disseminate in your local area. Shimon mentioned that to us. That's why we asked before for you all to write into us, tell us what you think will work there, because the reality of it is you guys know your local area better than we do. And the best way to get through to the people, I mean, is basically to have somebody that's from there, from the society, from that mentality, from that culture, to choose what's the best way.
I just want to add something there, Anthony. Interesting, Rav spoke about it this morning, about I think yesterday morning as well, about dissemination, that we should create something that's light, that's easy for people to digest. It's everyday language that people can relate to, so that we can bring them closer to us. And the best people that know how to do that is Yahoo in Ghana, is Reinhard in South Africa, Enoch in Nigeria, etc., etc. I'm just saying these examples, you know. So we've got the raw material. You've seen the site. There's tons of articles, and we can also search and find things for you. But at the end of the day, you know what's going to grab the people in your local area in, as Anthony said, and to simplify it. I think this is our biggest challenge that we're facing here at Bnei Baruch, even here in Israel, is how do we bring more people in here so that we can actually, how can I say, talk to the heart, talk to what's going on inside a person in this day and age in different countries around the world. The language is there in Kabbalah, but we need to bring it down to this world and simplify it in everyday language of man, such that he will connect to it and say, wow, this is right. When we don't talk about God, we talk about nature. We don't talk about religion. We're talking about things becoming one soul, which is maybe more spiritual connotations. Things like that. Talk to people in what perhaps they're searching for. But how we can actually use the material, it's a great challenge and it's very interesting, and I'm sure we can do it. And this is very important for the development of materials for the Congress, and to bring people closer to us, Yahoo and Gottfried, etc. It's we and all the other friends. We can definitely help each other, and maybe it's good to open a Google Docs location where we can write materials for Africa, and we can do it as a project and share materials in there for different countries and rewrite it according to, do this as a combined project and use stuff for South Africa that's already been written in Ghana perhaps, and changing a few things here and there, and vice versa. But definitely we can talk about how to structure it and create this working environment which is dynamic and live, and then we're helping each other, and we'll build as well, definitely, a stronger Africa clear by doing so.
Hi. Enoch, I wanted to ask you a question. You said that you've been translating Kabbalah books and things of that nature into to the local language for a while, correct?
Not translating Kabbalah books, but I read a lot of Kabbalah wisdom. So whenever I see some information that can be suitable for the Tanzanian people, I try to translate it into Kiswahili for them, and actually it's going very well. I'm also writing a book which is almost complete. It's a collection of my own quotes, but it's full of Kabbalah wisdom, and I'm trying to look for the publisher now. Probably next year to be published. That's what I'm doing now.
Hi. And can you tell me a little bit of the feedback from the Kabbalah quotes and different things that you've translated? Can you give me a little bit of the feedback you've got from people in the local area?
They are loving it. I'm trying to go slowly but surely. But I think I'm on the right track. Everything is going on very well. So just give me some more time. A little bit more time, and everything will be now open.
In Tanzania.
Oh, Enoch,
I've been following Enoch's writings, and at times I use the Google translation to read his pieces. And when I follow up, people make inputs. People read and make inputs from the Swahili area. And I think it is a good job.
Wow.
We should appreciate it.
Very nice. I'm very happy to hear that. I remember that you mentioned it, and so I just wanted to see. And I think that's the important part, is translating it to the local languages, and also, the different cultures that you have in Africa. Whenever you might see something written in Kabbalah, and you might can word it slightly different, just so it makes more sense or it's more appealing to the local person. That's how you reach into the hearts. Rav always says, educate a child in a way that he may go. Don't put an obstacle in front of a blind man. So sometimes the wording or the I guess the wording or the context is an obstacle. But when you bring it down a little bit and make it more where a person can identify it on that level, on their own local level, it's very, very good. So I'm glad to hear that. I just wanted to follow up with you. Thank you very much. And if Yao gives you his approval, then I know that you're doing 100% good job. So look, friends, I thank you all very much for being here. Sunday, let's see, I got Johnny is requesting a date ASAP. Basically, it's going to be from Mutlu and Udit to know when the education center is going to start. Godfrey said that he's going to email a list for the resources needed, and also Thursday we'll talk some more about the new students. Those new students, Godfrey, I think it's going to be really important to just not put them in a different EC, because it's, for one, you got time difference. For two, there's a lot of different things. For three, we've got a certain structure, a new curriculum for Africa that's going to be really important. And plus, we want you guys to be able to, at least 2 or 3 people from here to be able to be part of the moderators and be part of the group. We'll be doing breakout rooms again. We're going to do the men and women thing, so we're going to need female moderators as well. So that way we don't want it whenever people go into the group to be like, oh, we're being split up. We started in the EC so they can understand why men and why women work separate and why we don't mix and things of that nature. So I think this is going to be the right way to do it, but we'll talk further on that. I'm going to reach out to Mutlu tonight. Also forward the email over to Terrence that y'all sent me, and we'll talk about the flyers and the literature. And I think with that, I'm going to post a link on the Facebook page of a lot of short excerpts, clips. We've got, the thing with BB is we've got stuff in like all these different education center websites, and I'm going to try to consolidate a lot of that stuff, put it in one place for everybody. Me and Johnny will work on it together for you guys. And that way, all the material, all the videos. I also spoke with Amri from Yeshivat Havarim. They're going to be making some short clips of Yeshivat Havarim that we can use for dissemination. We're going back through some old videos. And we found some nice clips of Godfrey the other day that was amazing. Really, really fun to look at those. Also, I had never seen the African EC intro, the recording that you guys did. That was amazing. I mean, that was absolutely amazing. So I don't know if we're going to use that one again for the intro to the EC, or maybe you guys could do another one for us, would be great. But it was absolutely amazing. I was really happy to see Godfrey on there, and I seen Dilly's on there, and like everybody was just, it was a really good video. So we are also in the process of, there was 2 videos done, interviews of Rav with Terrence. It's in English. He was speaking English the whole way through, asking questions about Africa. We'd like to make some clips of that as well. If you guys haven't seen it, I posted it in the Facebook before. I'll post it again. If there's specific things that you see in there that you think this part would be this part would be good, let me know, and we can also have those chopped out as well, so that way we can use those for dissemination. Dissemination is like a brainstorm. We all just get together and brainstorm, and it's a good part of working together, is that we all brainstorm, we come up with ideas, some we use, some we don't, but in the end, it's part of us working together. Anything that we can do to connect is important. So, big L'chaim. Before we go, Johnny, you got anything else you want to wrap up?
Just firstly, I just want to say to Enoch, my brother, it's been my dream one day to visit Tanzania. I grew up in South Africa, but now that I know we have some friends in Tanzania, I'm coming.
You are most welcome, my brother. And I think I'm the only Kabbalah student in Tanzania now.
That's okay. We can take
more people.
We'll take the country apart, me and you together. I'm coming.
Okay. You're welcome.
Big L'chaim friends.
Also Ghana. I want to be at the Congress. So this is my dream. We'll see what happens. Okay. Great. Okay, so Anthony's given me the privilege to read the last text here, friends, from Rabash. What to look for in the assembly of friends. Article number 30, 1987 to 1988. It therefore follows that each one should try to bring into the society a spirit of life and hopefulness and infuse energy into the society. Thus, each of the friends will be able to tell himself, now I'm starting a clean slate in the work. In other words, before he came to the society, he was disappointed with the progress in the work of God. But now, the society has filled him with life and hopefulness. Thus, through society, he obtained the confidence and strength to overcome, because now he feels that he can achieve wholeness. And all his thoughts that he was facing a high mountain that couldn't be conquered, and that these were truly formidable obstructions, now he feels that they are nothing. And he received it all from the power of the society, because each and every one tried to instill a spirit of encouragement and the presence of a new atmosphere in the society. L'chaim, friends.
Hi. Hi. Friends, one last thing. One last thing before we go. In the Facebook page, I'm also going to post 3. Sometimes I forget what I got to say.
I'm excited.
I'm going to post 3 email addresses, okay? One email address is Shimon's address. One email address is for the management team here at BB. And the last email address is going to be Rob's email address. That is just so everybody has them. We always encourage people, if you feel like you have more questions that we don't answer, questions you're not happy about something, we want everything to always be transparent. We want you to know that we love you, we care about you very much as the coordinators. Our job is to serve you, really. So we want to make sure, though, if for some reason at any time, everybody's always got the proper contacts for the people here in BB. So you're going to have Rob, you're going to have Shimon, and you're also going to have the management team there, just in case. And most of you have my Facebook, you got my email, you got Johnny's. If you need anything, we're here to serve you. But most importantly, we want you to know that we care about you very much. We're glad to be here with you. And we look forward to the Congress in Africa and seeing the whole African group and continent grow as a whole. So big L'chaim and good night to you all.
Mwah.
Mwah!
Thuso the man.
Hi, friends.
Hi.